All right. Hello, Durud and Shalom. We be live. Okay, Ali, what the hell is happening? Please, I wanted to hear your opinion. Uh, Tell people what the most President Trump just posted on Truth Social. So maybe we want to update people on that before we jump right into it.
All right, guys. So we had President Trump come out with a social statement. I know you guys are very anxious because this is a pretty important statement. So I'm going to pull it up for you guys and we're going to talk about it. Oh no, where'd you go?
I'm here. Don't
Oh, there
worry.
you go. All right. So
I would never leave you. Okay, but go.
not during this time, please.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So President Trump starts out his statement by saying he's in the Oval Office at the White House, and he just had a very good call with the leader of Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates. Where is that? Qatar, Pakistan, Turkey, Jordan, Bahrain, and then he talked to Bibi Netanyahu, Israel, and he said an agreement has been largely negotiated subject to finalization between the United States of America, the Islamic Republic, Iran, and the various other countries. And everything went very well. The final aspects and details of the deal are currently being discussed and will be announced shortly. In addition to many other elements of the agreement, the Strait of Hormuz will be opened. All right. So, this may sound terrible. And if anyone reads this, they're going to freak out. And I completely understand. Here's what's happening. Okay, let's take one step back and let's just look at the fact that an agreement has largely been negotiated subject to finalization. This means that this is yet again the 12th or 13th or 50th time that an agreement has been reached, meaning they made a proposal and they are going to give it to the Islamic Republic and see what they see what they say. Okay? So we haven't gotten the response from the Islamic Republic yet on this. Another thing, no deal has been reached, and President Trump is letting the Islamic Republic know that if they don't accept this proposal, he's on the same page as all of the Persian Gulf Arab countries. They're all with him. That is the most important part here that people are missing. He is directly telling the Islamic Republic that I have everyone around you on my side. Take the deal. If you don't take the deal, we're coming for you. We already know that kinetic strikes are near. Everyone's been talking about them. We all know what's going to happen if the Islamic Republic keeps on holding to their uranium. We're going to go back to strikes. Okay?
Ali, people are panicking. Iranians are panicking. People, you have no, there's so much coming at me of people from telling me, like, Armin, what the fuck? We have been abandoned. What is happening? So, I don't know, like, I'm getting overwhelmed with so many people's messages.
I think these people are about to reverse their feelings. I think this is the lowest of the low, and we're about to experience a high. And the reason why I'm thinking that is because, guys, we just gave them a proposal, okay? Do you think that the Islamic Republic is going to accept losing control of the Strait of Hormuz and giving up their uranium? No. Nothing's changed. The only thing that President Trump just said is that he and the Arab countries, Persian Gulf Arab countries, are on the same page. That's all he said. He has finalized a deal with the Persian Gulf Arab countries, and he's giving that proposal to the Islamic Republic. Let's see what the Islamic Republic says. I know that he's not going to give them a lot of time. He keeps saying shouldn't take them a week to get back to me. It should take them 20 minutes. That's why he's saying it'll be revealed shortly. Let's just see what happens. Okay? Let's just see what happens. Again, I don't think the Islamic Republic is going to be like, okay, yeah, let's take the deal. In fact, Fars news agency, which is Islamic Republic state media, is already coming out and saying that they have won and that Trump has agreed to their terms and that they're going to continue having control over the Strait of Hormuz. I don't think that's going to be part of the deal, guys, to let the Islamic Republic control the Strait of Hormuz. It doesn't sound right to me. And they're not the only one. Baghai came out. So the foreign ministry guy, okay, he's coming out with all these statements. He's come out with a Twitter post that I'm going to find in a second here. And he's basically saying that, the Romans couldn't conquer Iran. What makes Donald Trump think he can? Everyone bows down.
Oh, shut up.
So I'm trying to find that.
Oh my God, these people.
These people are already celebrating their victory. Oh, I found it. All right, here it is. All right, let's go back to this. So this is what the official statement from Baghai, which is the foreign ministry deputy, so one level below Arabchi. He posts this picture stealing the culture and heritage of Iranians and says, in the Roman mind, Rome was the undisputed center of the world, as in he's referring to the United States, the center of the world, the strongest superpower. Yet the Iranians shattered that illusion when Marcus Julius Philippus marched east against Persia. The campaign did not result in Roman victory. It ended in a peace established on Sasanian terms. The emperor had to come to terms. This is a direct insult to the United States and a direct insult to Donald Trump. This is the only official statement that we have gotten out of the Islamic Republic so far, which is a direct mockery. And they are claiming that it's ending on the Islamic Republic's terms. I don't know about you guys. I just don't see any way that this is going to happen. After Donald Trump has talked so bad of Obama's deal, after trying to project so much strength, for him to just give up and concede to the terms of the Islamic Republic, let them keep their uranium, let them have control over the Strait of Hormuz. I don't know which one's more unacceptable. Skipping his son's wedding for this, it doesn't make any sense to me personally. I don't think anything's changed until we hear a response from the Islamic Republic.
I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. How do I respond to all of the people? Well, again, but guys, it's not all Iranians. Many of them are saying, "Don't panic. This is fine." We were already here. Something similar already happened right before Operation Epic Fury, and a lot of people were losing hope. And then all of a sudden, we had the greatest day of our life, where Ali Khamenei died. But so we were already here before. But how do you respond to, for example, here somebody saying it sounds terrible because it is terrible?
He's absolutely right. He's actually agreeing with me. This deal is so terrible. If it's true, if we're actually going to negotiate with the Islamic Republic and it ends on their terms, that's terrible. There's no way that's going to happen. That's essentially, guys, you need to think about it this way. That means that the United States has surrendered to the Islamic Republic after beating them militarily. That's what's gonna go into the history books. That is what's going to be remembered. I don't think that Donald Trump is going to go for that.
Okay,
And
we
also,
have more updates. Oh yeah, go on.
Keep in mind, guys, this is just a proposal. Okay? There's no actual agreement from the Islamic Republic and the United States. That's what we're waiting on. That's what we're waiting on. That needs to come out, and then we can analyze that. What's coming out right now?
Okay. Let me tell you the latest updates, okay? Okay, so let me go from the from 1 hour before all the updates till now, okay?
Okay.
So 1 hour ago, we got this update. U.S. President Donald Trump said an agreement involving the United States, Iran, and several other countries had been largely negotiated. That's what you just read, and was awaiting finalization. Final aspects and details of the deal are currently being discussed and will be announced shortly, Trump said. In addition to many other elements of the agreement, the Strait of Hormuz will be open, he said on Truth Social. So that's the one that Ali already showed us. But then we had another update. So here, Iran and the United States appear to move closer Saturday to a framework to end the war and reopen. I'm basically just right now to end the war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz after President Donald Trump said an agreement had been largely negotiated and regional leaders urged Washington to accept the deal. Ali, we're getting news that even the UAE was urging the United States to accept the deal. That's what we're hearing. So I don't know if we could trust that or not, but that's what people are reporting. Maybe what people are suggesting is that they even UAE wanted the Islamic Republic to be toppled, but they come to the realization that they cannot defend themselves against the Islamic Republic if the next round of military operations start, and that's why even the UAE is telling the Americans to just accept the deal. Again, I don't know how to if we should. I'm not saying believe these reports, but I'm just saying these are the reports that are coming out, right? And then we got another update saying U.S. President Donald Trump told aides and regional counterparts he reserves the right to resume military attacks on Iran if Tehran fails to comply with a temporary accord under negotiation. The Wall Street Journal reported. Okay, so this one was from 19 minutes ago. So this one's new. This is new. President Trump reported that he has the right to resume military attacks. And then 18 minutes ago, we got an update saying the IRGC affiliated Fars news agency said that the Strait of Hormuz will remain under Iranian management, rejecting Donald Trump's claim that the waterway would be reopened as part of a draft agreement under negotiation. So, Ali, I know this gives you hope, but let me play devil's advocate here, okay?
Yeah.
Devil's advocate, because people say like, oh, okay, Trump, they have in the deal that the Strait of Hormuz will be open, but the IRGC said like, nope, we're not going to open it. The thing is that what the IRGC can do is pretend to their followers that it's closed, even though it's open. That's devil's advocate, right?
What about the uranium?
They're not talking. They're not talking about the uranium right now.
Even if they pretend like it's closed, I mean, ships would pass through the UAE. All these other countries would be passing through. I don't think they can really keep that a secret. Like, wouldn't the followers just immediately catch on, and that would be catastrophically worse for the Islamic Republic?
I mean, I guess. I mean, if this is true, they're calculating that it's worse if they attack. I mean, they could delay the. They're spinning this as a victory. They're spinning this as because they might be banking on if the Americans leave, even if if I was IRGC, I would like, yes, us agreeing to any of the conditions of the Americans will be devastating when it comes to our legitimacy among our followers. However, what I would be doing 24/7 with propaganda is this: they came to topple us, the greatest power on planet, the greatest military power on planet Earth came to topple us, and they left, and we're still here. That what else could you like? What else could you want? Like how?
Yeah, they already started doing that.
Well,
yeah, one thing is interesting for me that the UAE is pushing so hard for them to take this deal because, okay, let's weigh it between the UAE thinks they can't defend themselves versus permanently being under the thumb of the IRGC when it comes to the Strait of Hormuz. I don't know which one does more damage to them.
Wait, say that. Put those again. Say that again.
So the UAE thinks like, okay, if we go back to the strikes, we're gonna eat a lot of bombs. But is that worth it, or is it like not worth it compared to having the Strait of Hormuz be under the control of the IRGC and we have to pay them tolls and all of that and only export so much.
I think the main calculation the UAE needs to should make is that if the Islamic Republic is still survives this, my economic model is forever over. Like, even if there is no
Exactly.
military operations right now, all tourists and investors and business leaders will always look at UAE as a risky area from now on, thinking that
Exactly.
we could have military operations.
The United Arab
That's
Emirates will go back to the way they were 60 years ago, which is a pile of sand.
What do you, let's just look at this. Fine Stars is angry, saying, "I blame all of this on Turkey and Qatar." Maybe we should pay attention to the chat. You know what? Because a lot of people are
Yeah.
really stressed out and want answers. Jedi is saying, "I don't." Thank you for the super chat. But we got our first super chat from Jedi. Jedi saying, "I don't know what to believe anymore." How do you respond to this?
Then don't. You're not really supposed to believe anything right now. Everyone is coming out with the most amount of misinformation that they could possibly throw at you. Okay? If we want to believe a single person, I would actually say believe Donald Trump. Believe his statement. He just said, I'm on the same page as all of the Arab countries. That means I have them as allies. We're going to give you, the Islamic Republic, this proposal that I made with all of the Arabs. Let's see what the Islamic Republic thinks. If you guys don't believe, if you guys don't take it, we've been saying for like a week or two now, this is my final red line. If you don't accept it, we may have to use other means, which is military force. That is the only logical thing that I could possibly think of right now. I can also see them having an extension of the talks because I mean, at this point, they've been extending the talks forever. So I wouldn't be too surprised if it just keeps on going like that. But at some point, a rock in a hard place is going to meet.
Yeah,
I mean, think
and
about it
then
this way as well. Like, as soon as this is announced, Farce News, the IRGC media, and Borrell, the foreign minister deputy, immediately comes out and start humiliating Trump. They immediately start humiliating him. Yeah, we'll
I
keep
mean, we
control of the
just
Strait of
got
Hormuz.
news. We just got news that they were trying to kill Ivanka Trump. Like, can any father just can any father just go accept that? You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. So, by the way, guys, the person who is plotting to assassinate Ivanka Trump is the terrorist who was trained personally by Qasem Soleimani, who was captured last week. And he is now in a federal court in New York under custody of the FBI. Someone just said, but Addy, Trump's message said the deal was negotiated with the regime, not just the Arab leaders. No. Guys, if the deal was negotiated, you'd have statements coming out from both sides saying this is what's going to happen. What Trump just said is that shortly we will find out if a deal has been made or not, which means that the proposal is sent over. Now, the Arab leaders can ask Trump to do this or that as much as they'd like. They are at the complete mercy of two people. They are at the mercy of the United States, or they are at the mercy of the Islamic Republic. They can choose on whose side they want to be on. If they're on the United States' side, we go back to the strikes. And if they're on the IRGC side, the IRGC keep control of the Strait of Hormuz. All of the Persian Gulf Arab countries are either going to have to build massive pipelines to get over the Strait of Hormuz, or just be like, okay, IRGC, you want me to export 20 ships this month? Okay, I'll do that. Yes, sir. I'll pay you fines for it too. Yes, sir. Whatever you want, sir. I don't know if they will accept that. I don't know. So let's see what happens. He said shortly. I'm hoping shortly means today, not tomorrow.
Wait, let's do. So Texas was asking me, what is the source of President Trump says he retains the right to resume a military action? The source was that was the Wall Street Journal, and Saber was saying the Islamic Republic. Thank you guys for the super chats. By the way, Saber coaching, thank you. Saying the Islamic Republic already rejected opening the strait. Keep calm. Yeah, that's what Ali was pointing at as well. Thank you, Saber. Yeah, I don't see how. Like, I don't really see how they're gonna bridge this gap. Like, I mean, even if they want to open the Strait of Hormuz, there will still be parts of IRGC that will be like, "Fuck no!" Like, we're gonna keep it closed.
There's
I
two
don't even
things that
know.
Trump has said from the very get-go. One was the nuclear, right? We keep hearing that all the time. The other one is the Strait of Hormuz will go back to the way it was before the war. How is it going to go back to the way it was before the war if the IRGC have control over it? The IRGC just announced that they want 10 times the space. Like the Strait of Hormuz was this big. They want 10 times that amount. You know why? So if the UAE, if other countries start building a pipeline to get over the Strait of Hormuz, they still control it. And then you're going to tell me that the United Arab Emirates is going to sit there and be like, yes, sir. Whatever you say, IRGC, yes, sir. I think they're going to try this one last time at getting a deal, an actual deal, where the Islamic Republic does give up the Strait of Hormuz. And I think they're going to reject it. And I think we're going to go back to boom booms. Or we're going to have an extension of the negotiations.
Yeah, respond to this.
Ali, you don't know what they have agreed with behind closed doors. Why is everyone so effing naive? I have no idea what they've agreed with behind closed doors. I'm not even attempting to like say what they have. I'm just saying based on the factors that have been in play for months, I don't see it likely that a deal is going to be reached.
Yeah, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying, so my position is withhold judgment. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm a little bit more skeptical always. I'm not saying it's going to go either way. People call me a pessimist, but I'm just being skeptical of either whatever could happen. So I'm not saying. I mean, I'm nervous. Obviously, we're talking about the future of our people. 90 million Iranians. Other people discussing the future of 90 million Iranians and what's going to happen to them. So obviously, I'm very nervous, but I'm not going to lose hope. I'm not going to even lose, even if there is a deal, I'm not going to lose hope. Like, even if there is a deal, we're going to keep fighting, right? I don't think we should allow ourselves to lose hope, even if there is a deal. But whether there's a deal or not, I'm withholding judgment because we were exactly in this situation right before Operation Epic Fury, and people were telling us that there's going to be a deal, and then all of a sudden Ali Khamenei died. And yeah, so Sarah was saying we need to have faith. We will win this. I mean, sorry, yeah, I do agree. One way or another, we will win this. The question is, at what cost? I know the regime will fall. I know we will win this, but I just don't want to. I mean, I think all of us don't want to experience what just we saw early January ever again. I don't like. We don't want to pay that price for victory. And thank you for the super chat. And then we also thank you, Peach. I don't know if I'm reading it right. Thank you so much for the generous super sticker.
Yeah, thank you. All right. So just to recap, okay. So if the Islamic Republic agrees to this proposal that President Trump and all of the Arabs have given them, what's going to happen is that they will have this memorandum of understanding. They'll be like, okay, we've come to an understanding that we will now start actually negotiating for the nuclear and stopping the fight in Lebanon and releasing the assets and all that. which is what they've been trying to do this entire time. Nothing has really changed. I just want to see their response. I want to see the response immediately. Like, sure, the IRGC state media can come out and be like, yeah, no, we won. You guys suck. But let's see what Claudia Buff says. Let's see what Adolchi says.
Okay. There are so many questions, but let me read Sarah's super chat first, and then we're gonna go to people's questions. Sarah is saying Iranians are reacting from a place of fear and trauma. It's understandable. It's completely understandable. I completely agree with you, Sarah. I don't think we should blame them. All right, you want to? This was directed at you. You want to read it and respond to it?
Yeah. Ali, please explain. You saying that the United States made an offer deal and waits for IRG's response, but CNN reported that the Arab countries urged Trump to take the deal. So who offered the final deal? I think CNN means that the Arab countries are urging Trump to give that final proposal instead of going back to the boom booms. Like, now we've reached the point where like the deal has been proposed to the IRGC.
Yeah.
Like,
And
they're
we
just
can't trust CNN's
framing it a little like in
Yeah.
bad faith.
Yeah, we can't trust CNN's framing anyways, right? How do you respond to this, Ali?
I have no faith in the United States of America or any other country helping us in any way, shape, or form. They are part of the reason these efforts are there to begin with. Different administration, yeah. But look at what they've done for us this year. No one else has. Okay, so from the get-go, from the start to finish, the Iranian people were going to have to suffer through every single consequence and be the driving force for the revolution. If anyone came to help us, we welcome that help. They don't owe the Iranian people anything, technically, right? They're their own countries. But we want them to help us. And with them already here, with all their troops this close to pressing the green light, for them to back out and say, okay, you guys keep the straight, keep your uranium. Matter of fact, we'll give you $25 billion. We'll release your assets. We'll do whatever you want. Sorry, we'll back off. That's just hard for me. It's just hard for me to understand that. I don't think, and if I can't understand that, I guarantee you most people around the world will not be able to ever fathom that. It doesn't make any sense. You bragged about they don't have an air force, they don't have a navy, they don't have any air defense. We killed their leaders 2-3 times over. But here's everything you guys want, and we'll leave. If in the beginning, before they did anything, okay, back in January, United States and Israel tell the Islamic Republic, if you don't give up on nuclear weapons and stop killing people, we are going to come in and we're going to go to war. And they did it. And now the Islamic Republic is the weakest they've ever been for them to just be like, okay, sorry about that. Didn't mean it. Back off. I don't know. That would be what Trump is remembered for eternity, nothing else.
So I want to also address this because I think it's very, very unfair to the Americans to say America was the reason why this happened to Iran. This is a very unfair take to America. Very unfair to America. And we Iranians should know exactly why this is unfair. So unfair to the Americans because we imagine as an Iranian, if somebody, non-Iranians, blame Iranians for the actions of the Islamic Republic, grouping all of us with the Islamic Republic. If somebody outside of Iran says these Iranians are responsible for so much terrorism, Iran is responsible for so much terrorism, wouldn't that anger you? the actions of some Iranians, us being grouped with those fuckers, you could blame the Carter administration and I would join you. Like, to see Carter and not see Nixon and not see, before him, and then not see Reagan after him. Like, even if you just focus on, even like, it's actually such a, like, so look at this. It's like, I disagree. The Americans are part of the reason. Well, if the Americans are part of the reason, then you as an Iranian are responsible for all the terror activities by the Khamenei. So I could blame at every single Iranian in the chat and say, you Iranians are part of reason why there's so much death and destruction around the world, because they're Iranian and you're Iranian. To blame, to group all Americans as one monolith that are responsible for the actions of Carter is basically the same as grouping all Iranians together and blame all Iranians for the actions of the Islamic Republic. That's the same type of collective mindset. It's the same side of collective mindset. Wasn't Nixon such a supporter of our Shah? Why do you see Carter and like, oh, America is to blame, but you don't see Nixon before him? Right? We can't speak as about America as a whole country and blame America as the entirety of America for what Carter have done. We don't see Reagan after him being so much pro-Shah after Carter. And also, guys, one thing that we can never deny is that no matter what President Trump does going forward, he's responsible for Ali Khamenei dying. Something that we Iranians could never achieve on our own. We tried. We Iranians could never kill Qasem Soleimani. Millions of us could not kill Qasem Soleimani. President Trump did. We Iranians could never kill Ali Khamenei. He gave us that. Even if he goes and stops right now, the Islamic regime is so much weaker than it has ever been. Even if President Trump does a deal right now and he leaves, we still owe him so much. So much. Ali Khamenei is fucking dead. We wouldn't be able to achieve that on our own with millions of us. But I understand. But by the way, I'm not blaming you guys. I completely understand your frustration. Okay. It's been 47 fucking years. I understand that. I understand where you're coming from. And it's really frustrating. I completely get it. But we have to be careful not to blame America. We blame Carter. We blame the Democrats. We blame the left in America. And we are justified to do so. But America as a country, we cannot blame America as a country for what happened in 1979. And we run, no matter what President Trump does going forward from here, given what he has already done and given what Israel has already done, we Iranians will owe him forever.
BT's right. This is my second favorite Armin after angry Armin, passionate Armin. You should, if we read a couple of super chats, I actually have another point that I'd like to make.
Okay. Let me remove some stars. Saying Erickson saying Israel is party to war. Sorry. Israel is party to the war As an Israeli, I feel betrayed that the US is not insisting that we are included in the negotiations. Arabs, IRGC, and Pakistan should be forced to talk to us too. Guys, the reports that Israelis are not part of the negotiation, I'm hearing that a lot, and it very much could be true. But there's also a chance that that's made up news as a way to fool the Islamic Republic. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but keep that in mind, that it might be what's happening. Okay, so just we have to be patient a little bit before we can be 100% sure what's happening here. Just compare everything to right before Operation Epic Fury. Just be a little bit patient. So Cyrus is saying, when I say America, I mean American government. So American government, even if you mean American government, that still doesn't make sense, because American's government was pro-Shah. Nixon was pro-Shah. Reagan was pro-Shah. Carter was. So even if you want to focus on American government, it will still not make any sense.
Guys, we know you're really frustrated. Trust me, deep down, I'm so frustrated at why it's taking so long. That's all I'm frustrated about. But let's just wait. I'm pretty sure really soon Trump himself is going to come out with a statement. And then the point I wanted to make is directly related to this. Prince Reza Pahlavi always comes out and he makes a statement exactly when the people are feeling their worst. The last time we heard about a deal or a negotiation, people started getting demoralized. He came out with a statement. He came out with a video. He told us to just keep the course. It's okay. Let's see what he has to say. He's going to make a statement. President Donald Trump's going to follow up. We need that information. Okay? We don't know what exactly the deal that he has discussed with the Persian Gulf Arab states and submitted to the IRGC is exactly entailing. We also don't know if the IRGC is going to agree to it. Okay? Let's see what happens. Just hold your frustration for like hours.
Yeah. To look at what Carter did to the Shah and ignore other presidents is, I have no idea. Like you're basically, you're just trying to be anti-American for the sake of being anti-American. Dominic is saying, everyone join us and subscribe to Ali's channel. Everyone. Oh yeah, actually.
Thank you.
Let me have that.
I think I'm gonna sneeze.
So are we at 1,000 yet? Here. Okay, so thank you, Dominic. Let me actually post a link to Ali's chat and Ali's YouTube channel in the chat. We're at 969. Yes. We need Ali's channel to get to 1,000.
Need 30 more.
30 more. Only 30 more. And thank you for the reminder.
That was like, it's gotta be like the fastest. Like I started 3 weeks ago. It's awesome. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you. And thank you for giving us a super chat just to advertise that.
Yeah, thank you, Dominic.
Fine starts saying Iranians are in the worst shape now that they were before the war. You should have heard the messages Nara friends had sent her that she read in discussion group after Armin. I completely agree with that, Fine Stars. I'm getting messages from Iran right now, and they're devastating. They are done, but like they cannot take it anymore. And this news that there might be a deal is killing them. And I don't blame them, and I completely understand. That.
That is the only reason I'm frustrated. That the Iranian people are suffering the longer this goes on. That is the only reason I'm frustrated.
Oh, Vesta is saying, sorry, how do I follow Ali? Yeah, okay, you're on X. You just search for Ali Samani on YouTube, and look for that profile picture and subscribe to that. And yeah, and you can
Yeah,
also
thank you.
follow him on X.
Yeah.
All right. Shannon saying Ali is smart, insightful guy, deserves 1K sub. Well, he's getting it pretty shortly. We're getting there
Thank
close.
you.
He deserves more. He deserves a lot more than 1K. Yeah, hopefully we'll get there. Yeah, and thank you, Shannon. Thank you. And Sarah
Guys,
saying USA needs to. Yeah, go on.
guys, if Armin wasn't so nice to me and take me under his wing, I wouldn't be here. He told me to make a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was listening to you in the discussion group. I'm like, you need to have your own YouTube channel.
Which you guys should join. Maybe you guys are undiscovered talent. Should join the discussion group.
Yeah.
I'll put my X link in the chat for those of you who can't
Let me
find
see
it.
if there. Guys, keep an eye on the news also. Tell us if there's any big updates. Oh, there is.
There is?
No, this was from 3 hours ago. I trust Trey Inks and saying new. The call was very positive. Good progress is being made. A regional diplomat told Fox News. Regional leaders were supportive of the progress and of the breakthrough President Trump achieved with the talks.
Here, so basically, okay, I don't think that Trump's just gonna give in and back out. What I do think could happen in terms of like what we don't want to happen, what could happen is that they're like, the Islamic Republic's like, okay, listen, we agree to this proposal that you guys have given us today, and we want to discuss it more in the next like 30 days. That's what they're gonna say. You're like, just drag it out, drag it out.
So, guys, I do see the super chats. I will read them, but I want to see Saeed Qasim Najad. It seems like not very optimistic. So look at this, so, guys. By the way, people who might not know, Saeed Qasim Najad is the right hand man of Prince Reza Pahlavi, his main advisor. So let's see what he has to say. Is saying if the US agrees to release funds and or lift sanctions in exchange for the regime reopening the Strait of Hormuz, then Washington will have effectively accepted defeat and there will be no way to spin it. So what do you think about him saying that?
He's absolutely right. That's what Donald Trump is going to be remembered for in all time, in all of history. Everyone's going to remember him, not only for the rest of his presidency, but for history, that Donald Trump has been defeated by the Islamic Republic, who he beat. Like, this will be the first time in history that a country has come this close to defeating another country and then surrendering and walking away. Someone said, look at what Lindsey Graham said.
Yeah, we did that in the discussion group.
Oh, okay.
He's not happy.
Oh, guys, breaking news.
What?
Gunshots heard outside the White House. 20 to 30 shots fired. Secret Service ordered press gathered on the North Lawn to run inside the briefing room. 29 seconds ago. Wow.
Oh my God.
Seems like someone else is crashing out.
Okay, let's read it again. Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham is saying if it is perceived in the region that a deal with Iran allows the regime to survive and become more powerful over time, we will have poured gasoline on the conflicts in Lebanon and Iraq. A deal that is perceived to allow Iran to survive and possess the ability to control the strait in the future will put Hezbollah in Lebanon and the Shia militias in Iraq on steroids. So he very much sounds like Saeed Qasim Najad here.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. Do you guys? Oh wow! Look, there's okay. So there's snipers on the roof of the White House now.
What the fuck is happening?
Interesting. Wow. Wow. You know what? You know what I'm thinking of right now? President Trump. So someone asked him, why aren't you going to go to your son's wedding? And he said, well, if I go, they're going to kill me. And if I don't go, they're going to kill me. And he was referring to the media the second time. But like now there's like 20, like someone's trying to get to him, I think.
Okay, look at this. Hold on. We have so many. First of all, we have Mark Levin, and we also have another Lindsey Graham one that posted we should be reading. So we also had this from Lindsey Graham saying, if a deal is struck to end the Iranian conflict. By the way, guys, this. Oh wait, I'm not sharing it. Ali, a lot of people would read this and think that Lindsey Graham is actually worried that the deal is being struck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
instead of worried, it's more of like a disbelief. Like he's trying to be like, there's no way.
right. By the way, Ali, you're at 999 subscribers.
Wait, what?
999.
Wow, who's gonna be the 1,000th subscriber?
Anyways, let's go back to Lindsey Graham. We'll check back in on Ali. Lindsey Graham is saying if it is, wait, is this the one that we already read? Yeah.
There we go. 1K.
This is.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
I wonder who it
1K.
was. Yeah, we did it, guys. Thank you.
Guys,
All right, what is
we
he
got
saying?
Ali to 1K.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. All right, let me read this.
Okay.
If a deal is struck to end the Iranian conflict because it is believed that the Strait of Hormuz cannot be protected from the Iranian terrorism, and Iran still possesses the capability to destroy major Gulf oil infrastructure, then Iran will be perceived as being a dominant force requiring a diplomatic solution. This combination of Iran being perceived as having the ability to terrorize the strait is in perpetuity, and the ability to inflict, I think he means, to inflict massive damage to Persian Gulf, I think he means, to Persian Gulf oil infrastructure is a major shift of the balance of power in the region, and over time will be a nightmare for Israel. Also, it makes one wonder why the war started to begin with if these perceptions are accurate. I personally am a skeptic of the idea that Iran cannot be denied the ability to terrorize the strait, and the region cannot protect itself against Iranian military capability. It is important we get this right. And then Mark Levin, look at this. Mark Levin posted Mark Dopowitz saying not exactly clear or comforting. And Mark Dopowitz, which I very much respect, and he follows me because he's from the FDD, CEO of FDD. Guys, the CEO of FDD follows me on X. Amazing. Saying looks like a fatality flawed agreement could a fatally sorry looks like a fatally flawed agreement could be reached soon. I hope I am wrong. This is okay. This actually worries me because Mark knows what he's talking about.
Okay, I have two things to say. One, I've been saying this for so long. I am a huge believer that President Trump does not reveal his cards to anyone, no one, as if he doesn't trust a single person within his own administration. Okay? And it might not be that he doesn't trust anyone, he just won't tell them anything. He won't tell them his true thoughts. No one actually knows what he's about to do. Me or you, no one around him in the White House or the enemy. No one knows, okay? So that's one thing. So it makes sense that all these people close to him are not, like, they're skeptical. They know him really well, and that's why they're skeptical. No way he's going to make that deal. And then second, if you can go back to Lindsey Graham's statement, and then if you could scroll down just like a little bit. Okay, so we're talking about the massive damage to Gulf oil infrastructure. Okay, so that's true. If the IRGC remain in power, the Gulf oil infrastructure is going to suffer. What does that mean? It means that the IRGC are only going to let a certain amount of ships through from all of the Persian Gulf Arab countries, which means that the Persian Gulf Arab countries suffer money-wise. Their money go down. Okay, if their money go down, they're going to have to cozy up to the IRGC and get on their side. So what does that mean? All the efforts that the United States of America has done to grab the Persian Gulf Arab countries and pull them to the US's side and away from China is undone. Boom, gone in the wind. Okay? Another thing, the price of oil will be kept to around $100 a barrel or more. If that stays like that, the world is screwed. This goes beyond the region. And we've seen the Islamic Republic repeatedly threaten that the world is going to see $200 per barrel. We're going to take the conflict from outside the region. This is the facts that we're dealing with. This is what's going to happen if the IRGC have control of the Strait of Hormuz, and this deal is in the favor of the IRGC. I just can't see it happening. What do you think?
I mean, you have good points, but I'm still worried.
Yeah. Yeah, we should be skeptical. Like at the end of the day.
And guys, I've got to get to the super chats. Right after I also look at Saeed Qasim-Nejad's post. Saeed Qasim-Nejad is saying the IRGC did not abide by the current ceasefire, and now as a reward, it may receive money and sanctions relief. It would be and should be deeply humiliating for Washington if it turns out it cannot reopen the Strait of Hormuz through the use of force, despite spending nearly $1 trillion a year on defense, and has to bribe the mullahs who have neither a navy nor an air force. And he also retweeted Dr. Ellie Davis saying, if the deal is signed, it will be the first time in history that the side that was about to win the war decided to surrender instead in the most humiliating way.
Exactly.
So that, yeah, again, I mean, that's why Ali is saying he thinks it's not going to happen, because it would be humiliating, right?
That would be Trump's legacy.
That post was before the Truth Social post.
Also, Armin, how strange is it that Trump announces that on Truth Social, and then by the time it took an assassin or a shooter to mobilize, get to the White House and start shooting, they did it immediately. Isn't that crazy? As soon as he announced that, this would-be assassin just immediately got up, got in his car, and drove to the White House and started shooting. Wow. I want to know what's going on there. I hope they get him.
We have been ignoring the super chats for too long, so let's just respond to the super chat. Yeah, and I by the way, I'm a little bit stressed out. I'm getting so many messages from Iran that I'm not responding to. So, but Ali, yep.
Yeah, I got it. No worries.
Yeah. Thank you, Ali.
Yeah, take a breather. Sarah says, USA needs to win this because it sets the tone for Cuba next. This is a show of strength that Trump will not back down from. You know, instead of Cuba, Sarah, think China. Everyone's watching. China's watching. Russia's watching. Everyone who's against the United States is watching. This is the message. How we deal with the Islamic Republic is going to be a message to everyone from now till the future.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually to that point, especially waterways like maritime trade routes, important ones, the whole China is China is observing this, and if they see that if the Islamic Republic is successful, they're going to want to do the same thing with the Malacca Strait. So yeah, because it shows it takes very little military power to be able to inflict a lot of harm on the United States without the United States being able to do anything about it. So they see how little military power it takes to be able to pull off something like this if the Islamic Republic is successful.
Yeah. They also will get all this time to come up with countermeasures. Be like, oh, the United States, we can hurt them politically. If they don't do a ground invasion, we can just wait it out. Is that what it means? We can come up with all these counter strategies.
Exactly. Okay, this one. You want to read this one?
Yeah. So Musari Show says, I just read on Iran International that Iran new media debunked Trump's claims on Strait opening. I think the boom boom is intimate. Yeah, so what they're saying is that the Fars news agency came out and said, hey, even though Trump's saying this, we're going to keep control of the Strait of Hormuz. And that's why the boom booms are coming. So effectively, the bottom lines are still there, guys. Like, still there. Let's see what the response
but you also
is.
have to but you also have to take into account that the media that is claiming that is Fars News, which is IRGC, which means that they could just be bullshitting that for the sake of the internal consumption for the regime supporters not to lose hope. Right?
Yeah, so we have to wait for the Islamic Republic.
Okay.
Peachster says, don't worry, Armin, keep faith. Occam's razor. Above all else, Trump knows that backing down from Iran would define his entire presidency as a failure. The American media wouldn't let him live it down. Not going to happen. Not just him. Everyone in his administration won't be able to live it down.
Yeah. Okay, but if you want to use Occam's razor, somebody might want to use it the other way around and suggest that above all else, should I even do the devil's advocate? I mean, I think we're already stressed enough. I don't want to add to people's stress over this. So I'm not gonna do the other.
Okay.
I can't, I'm not gonna add to people's stress right now. But yeah, but thank you. But thank you. Yeah, Peach Sir, thank you so much for the super chat. And yeah, let's go, Leo.
The next one, we have Lior, who says, if we continued the boom booms in February, we could have been vacationing in Tehran this summer. # momentum. I wish we didn't stop, but I get it.
Yeah,
I understand. But I wish we did not stop. We should not have stopped.
Yeah. And then thank you, Lior.
Yeah, thank you. Shannon Moore says, what does it matter if you can trust us? Let America do whatever it does while you prepare to take your country back.
I'm Shannon, I completely agree with you. And also, it's not about trust. I think people are like, oh, we trust Americans, we don't trust Americans. It's not a matter of trust. It's a matter of mutual interest. Okay? You don't need to trust people. The Iranian people and the American people have aligned interest. Okay, and if you focus on aligned interest, then you don't need to focus on trust. Like, politics is not about trust. Geopolitics is not about trust. When two nations come together and they cooperate with each other, it's not based on them trusting each other. It's about their recognition that we have mutually aligned goals and we could cooperate with each other based on those mutual aligned interests. So people saying, oh, I don't trust this country, I trust that country, they're missing your correction, and they're missing the point. They're missing the point. I mean, entire nations and entire governments are not to be trusted, or the opposite. Okay, you could recognize that we have mutual enemies or mutual goals, and you find ways to cooperate in achieving them. And those alignments are not always 100%. Sometimes we have our alignments are, closer, like our goals are more mutually aligned, and sometimes they're somewhat aligned, but they're never 100% aligned. But as long as there's some alignment, there's room for cooperation. And then we have this one.
Blue Jay says, I'm an American and I'm really sorry. Don't be. I'm very disappointed as well. Iranian people deserve better, and it feels like Trump has backed down. Well, it can feel like that, right? And don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. We've got this far. I don't think we're going to stay this far. I don't think we're going to go back. You can feel like that, but just hold your breath for a little bit. Okay? We're going to have statements come out from Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi. We're going to have statements come from Donald Trump. Most importantly, from the IRGC itself. That's what I want to hear the most. Let's just wait until we get those. But thank you.
And then, yeah, guys, be patient. We can't be sure what happened yet, right? People were very disappointed with President Trump just moments before he killed Khamenei, and then all of a sudden he became, him and Prime Minister Netanyahu became like Iranians were worshiping him, and now we're back to being like, oh, this like again, it's I think we have to learn from those mistakes, those prejudgments, and just hold, withhold. I'm not even saying be confident that the right thing will happen. I'm just saying withhold judgment. Just wait. And here, Ian Bloom.
Ian Bloom says, mulling over this for the last hour, one potential explanation for Trump's message is simply to force the IRGC to contradict any deal just prior resuming military operations. I think, okay, so he means that like he's going to give this deal to the IRGC, which they can't accept, and they're going to deny it, which gives Trump the excuse to go in.
Yeah, just getting them on record to saying, fuck no, we're never going to do that. And like, oh, really? Well, then fuck you. Here,
they're already doing it. They're starting to do it.
Yeah, I mean, that might be what's happening. That's actually, that is something that, is very possible. Very possible.
Yeah, thanks, Ian.
And thank you. Thanks, Ian. Thank you for the super chat.
Clown World. This is just a mind game. It's not over. Trump is just building surprise, and he isn't about to lose. He wouldn't have gone to the White House for a deal. I mean, he might have gone to the White House for a deal. I don't know, but he wouldn't have gone to the White House for a bad deal. Like, I can pull this up in a bit, but like, Roger Wicker, like just all these like senior senators and people around Donald Trump are expressing their, discontent and their skepticism. In all of this, I don't, like internal pressure is going to be greater than whatever pressure like the Gulf states or any other country is going to give.
Yeah.
Could be a mind game. You could be right, Clown. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Every time I read, I think both sides, people saying he won't do this, he will be. They're like, there is a deal, there is no deal. He's definitely not going to do a deal. Military. I think in response to both sides of this, I see some people very optimistic, thinking like there is no deal. Obviously, President Trump is doing this for surprising the regime, and military operations are going to follow shortly. And then I see some other people who are saying we've been betrayed. This is pathetic. Trump is chickening out. He's doing the very bad deal. And what I want to see more in the chat is this position. We don't fucking know yet. Okay, like where is that? Like, can people who have that position also like tell me? So like, I'm just not confident on either side. By the way, I'm not dismissing your theories here. It's really because a lot of you, like on both sides, I want to hear your arguments for why there's going to be a deal, why there's not going to be a deal. It's interesting, and it's like many of these perspectives are helpful. So thank you for them. But I do want to see more people in the middle who are saying that we're withholding judgment until we get more information. Like, do we have that position? How many people are holding that position? Because I think that's the proper position here right now. Do you have that position, people? Like, raise your hand.
And then I can click on the super chats too if you. I want you to take it. I want you to take a breath, and
No, I'm okay.
And don't like
Oh, maybe we should.
There's going to be hundreds of people spamming you. I honestly, I think by the time you respond to all of them, we'll have more updates on this.
No, it's okay. I can't deal with that right now. So I'm gonna. Okay, you're just responding.
I like this username, Leon's Tof, which means in Farsi means Leon's spit. Congratulations, thank you. Yeah, we hit. Let me just double check, refresh this. We have hit 1,022 subscribers. I like that. I did not expect that. Thank you guys. You guys are really kind. It's been really fun. I love this. Thank you, Armin, for putting me on to the YouTube.
Yeah, no worries. And congratulations again. Yeah. Thank you, Leon, for congratulating Ali. Oh, you're already at 1.02K now.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Before we bring that up, I want to do a poll on this topic, right? So what should be the question? I think the question should be, what is Trump going to do? Okay. And then option 1 is sign a bad deal with the regime. Sign a surrender deal with the regime.
Extend the negotiations by 30 days, 60 days.
No, like eventually, right?
No.
I'm going to go eventually, right? And then these are these good options, right? And then the third option, no deals, military operations happening soon. I think that's too long. No. What do I call this option? So, no.
Guys, we did cover the shots at the White House. We actually got them within like seconds. And the reporters and everyone's safe inside, and the police and the Secret Service are all over the place.
How about this? Trump will attack soon. Trump will attack later. So these will be the 4 options. Good. So here, so what is Trump going to do? Oh, where's the I don't know option? I forgot the. Okay, if you don't know, just pick the one that you think is the most likely. Okay. The question is, what is Trump going to do? Sign a bad deal with the regime. Sign a surrender deal with the regime. Here. Trump will attack soon. Trump will attack later. Okay, is that a good poll?
Yeah, let's do it. I'll vote too.
Yeah. So I know, guys, I know none of us know, but just vote for the one that you think it's more likely. Okay. So let me put the poll in the chat. I wish there was a 5th option, but those are the only. It only gives me 4. So guys, put a 1 in the chat. Ali, move a little bit so we can keep, so it's not blocking you. Yeah, there we go. No, don't just okay. So the question is, what is Trump going to do? So put a 1 in the chat to vote for sign a bad deal with the regime. Put a 2 in the chat, sign a surrender deal with the regime. Put a 3 in the chat, Trump will attack soon. Put a 4 in the chat, Trump will attack later. Okay. All right.
You know
Let's
what
continue with the.
Shin posted to deal or not to deal. Shakespeare. That's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. Actually, let's not do the super chats. Wait for a little bit while people vote, because if I highlight the super chats, for some reason the poll is going to go away.
What am I going to vote for? Let's see. Okay.
Oh, most people attack soon.
Yeah, I think so. I think we might disagree on what soon means, but I'm going to go with soon.
So, guys, if you put 2 1s or anything other than one of those four numbers, it's not going to count. Wow, 71% Trump will attack soon. Wow, okay. I mean, I hope you guys are right. Somebody saying you're so naive, it's over. But just vote then. Okay. That's crazy. How many votes? Wow. Number 3. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
I hope you guys are. Oh, Sketch in the chat. He's voting 3.
Okay. 4
Okay.
from Tehran. Wow, someone from Iran's watching.
Oh, okay. But then Darius put 4 only because it won't count it if you write anything else. Oh, he did put 4. Oh my God, we got so many. Okay, guys, we're gonna end the poll soon because we need to go get back to the super chats. We have so many super chats. It's crazy. And Leo, thank you so much for counting. Let me go and close the poll, guys. Okay, we're good with the votes. I think everybody voted already. Okay, so stop poll. So wow. Okay, so we got.
All right.
What will Trump would do? 13% voted sign a bad deal with the regime. Only 2% are saying that he will sign a surrender deal with the regime. 72%, wow, are voting that Trump will attack soon. Let's hope you're correct. Oh my God. I hope you guys are correct. And then 13% are voted Trump will attack later. Interesting. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. We'll see what happens. And let's go back to the super chat.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. So we have Curtis West saying the E3B AWAC. I'm assuming that's the plane that jams electronic signals. Went airborne over the United Arab Emirates area about an hour ago. It only goes up when they're about to attack or expect an attack. The AWACS were last airborne on March 27th. Yeah, so I mean, they are expecting an attack because even last night, when we thought there would be attacks, they started GPS jamming all around the Persian Gulf. And they're GPS jamming because the Shahed drones that come in from the IRGC operate using GPS. So they're trying to make them inaccurate and miss.
Texas is saying it's a comms plane.
Oh, okay. It's one of those command centers. Cool.
Communication. Yeah.
Okay. Tamar said, I really hope no agreement is signed. We in Israel are also afraid of this. I wish there would be freedom for the Iranian people. Unbearable. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We really appreciate how much you guys have been with us on this.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't know how I would do it without you guys being here with us. Sketch is confirming that that's not a jammer, that's a coordinator between task forces. So it's a command.
Awesome.
Based.
Thanks, Sketch.
Thank you, Sketch.
Then we have Casey Pierce. Trump is trying to free Iran and Cuba at once. I mean, they can. Yeah, I mean, there's a line, Gotta wait their turn. No, I'm kidding.
Wouldn't
I
that
hope,
be
honestly, I hope
amazing
both
if
of them
that's?
happens.
Wouldn't it be amazing? Imagine one day waking up, Venezuela is free, Cuba is free, Iran is free.
I mean, I think like both can. I mean, we're talking about the United States of America. Both can happen at the same time.
I mean, it can happen. I don't know if it will happen, but oh yes, you're right. It can happen.
File says, what's the chance of making a deal with the Islamic Republic, deal with Cuba, and then go back to Islamic Republic?
It, actually, I mean, I'm not saying this will happen. I don't know what the chances are, but it's a good thing to keep in mind that even if a deal is, even if, I know, don't come at me to chat. Okay, so a lot of you are saying there's no deal, but even if a deal happens, that is not the end of military operation. It might be just a pause, because here's the thing, guys. I know for a fact that even if Americans stop attacking the Islamic Republic, all they're doing is that they're kicking the can down the road. Conflict with the Islamic Republic is inevitable, and it will continue until there is no Islamic Republic.
Because the
If a
Islamic
deal
Republic
is,
wants it.
I mean, because there's no other way. Like, this is a chaotic force, and one way or another, you're going to clash with it again and again and again and again until you get rid of it. There's no avoiding it.
Absolutely. You sounded like Thanos there.
Oh my God.
It's inevitable.
It is. I'm sure he's not the only one who said that.
Lior said 20 out of 10 double espresso.
Yes, we
Thank
got
you,
to
Lior.
20. I mean, we are now past 20. I don't
Should
know
we make
where
a
we
new
are
goal?
right now.
Should we up it to like 15?
No, we're already happy. No, okay. Thank you, guys.
Oh yeah, I can
Our
get super
goal
chats
is,
soon. Maybe like
soon. Yes.
soon. Not yet, but soon.
So, guys, Ali already, now thanks to you guys, Ali already has 1,000 subscribers, but he also needs 4,000 watch hours, which he's reaching very fast.
Yeah.
Right.
All because you guys.
Oh my God, we're triple the goal.
Oh man. Agent Anderson, wishful thinking. Peace deal is announced between the United States of America, Israel, Arab countries, and Shah Reza Pahlavi. All right, can you show me that? I haven't seen it yet, but thank you.
No, he's saying wishful thinking. Like he wants to hope that, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's not like. I mean, that would be nice, but I mean, Prince Reza Pahlavi doesn't have a government yet. Doesn't have a transitional government. He doesn't have an army, so he wouldn't have a standing yet as a person who would be able to do a deal with. Yeah,
I see.
But that's a beautiful wish that I share with you.
I hope you're right.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, he's not. That's not happening until the regime falls.
Yeah.
Right.
Hezi says Trump is a genius, and we definitely don't know yet. But more importantly, Trump doesn't hold Seymour's
wait. Also, one more thing. How could you do a peace deal with somebody that you're not at war with? Right? Like, all the people that you mentioned, they're not at war with each other. So you can't sign a peace deal with somebody that you're not at war with. But yeah. But okay, go
on. Trump is a genius, and we definitely just don't know yet. But more importantly, Trump doesn't hold Seymour's feather. Come what may, we are with you. Seymour's feather is held by Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi. So do you want to tell them what that means in our Persian mythology?
So just to do a short version of it, in the Shahnameh, the book of poetry that combines Persian mythology before Islam. As Simurgh, which is like a phoenix in Iranian mythology, he gave 3 feathers. I'm not going to go into details to somebody to use whenever Iran was in great trouble, right? And in the Shahnameh, those 2 of those 3 feathers were used, but the poetry book ended, and the third one was never used. And the 2 of the 3 were used exactly when Iran needed the most help at its darkest times. And now Iran again is at its darkest time, and that's why so many people refer to Prince Reza Pahlavi as the 3rd feather of the Simurgh.
Exactly.
Yeah, and to Hezi's message, I also want to, first of all, I appreciate you, and I also want to say, guys, whatever happens, focus on what we can do. We can't just be riding this roller coaster of things that we have no control over. Like, we have to take our own destiny into our own hands. Okay, so we could just be observers to other people's actions, or you could just ask yourself, what is my contribution? How am I affecting all of this? And no matter what everyone else does, we fight. If the Americans help us, we fight. If the Americans stop helping us, we fight. If the Israelis help us, we fight. If the Israelis stop helping us, which they won't, we fight. If we have Prince Reza Pahlavi, which we do, we fight. If we don't, if we lose him, we fight. For as long as this great evil exists, this evil of the Islamic Republic exists, our answer is the same. We fight. And that's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. That's what our job is. So you could keep following the news and be like, what's happening? What is this person doing? What is that person doing? But at the end of the day, for you as an individual who is fighting to liberate Iran, there's always just one answer, and that simplifies things. What do I do? And the answer to that is I fight. That's all you need to know. Okay?
Well said, Armin. Raising our spirits. We have
Look at this.
Peachster.
Wait.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, guys. Sorry. Look at this. Sorry. I'm sorry. Mijangim, mimirim, Irano pas migirim.
Pass me eating.
He says, we will fight. We will fight. We will die. We will take back Iran. All right. Sorry, Ali. Go ahead.
Absolutely. No worries. Peachster again. Thank you. He's setting the stage publicly that he exhausted all options diplomatically before he rains down hell. It's a ruse. I mean, we'll see. Hope you're right. I feel like he could have exhausted.
I mean, that could be the case, right? That if we go, guys, if right now as we're speaking, military operations start, then nobody could tell, like, President Trump has complete legitimacy to do so. One, because he demonstrated how far they pushed they're making a deal option, and until the very last second, the Islamic Republic was like, no, fuck it, we're not going to do that. Right? That could be what's happening here.
I feel like he could have exhausted his diplomatic options a little sooner, but hey, we're still behind him.
Yeah.
Seth went to a local march in my city today. Thank you. Less than 24 people, but they were so glad a non-Iranian joined.
Oh.
In the coming days to weeks, look for local events and show up, no matter what else happens. You know what Seth's feeling right now? He's feeling that high that elation from going to a Iranian people rally, and he's feeling that energy, and he is back and ready to keep fighting. That is the best example, guys. Do not sit in your room and just lay down in like a depression nap, okay? We didn't come this far to stay this far, and we are not this weak. We are way stronger than this. Like way stronger than this.
Wait,
Beach
go
kid.
back, go back,
Oh yeah.
go back. I just want to really thank Seth, because you said less than 24 people. Okay, that means my guess is that they were probably, those Iranians there were probably disappointed on how few people showed up, and what you did, you made their day. So I just wanted to thank you for that. The fact that they saw a non-Iranian showed up and they got so excited, that means that they were so disappointed, in my opinion, that why they were crowd so small, but you gave them motivation. So thank you so much for what you thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Seth. On to the next super chat. Beach kid. Is that also a dog? His joke about not being able to go to the wedding or they'll kill me really confuses me. He has to know that they will never give up on the attempts. You know, today, guys, let me give you an update. So there were two shooters, and they were apparently a couple streets off from the White House. Yeah, so at 17th Street and Pennsylvania Avenue, so not directly, on the White House. One is unconscious / not breathing. The other is conscious and breathing. They are all shot. Both of them are shot. No officers have injuries, and the one who is conscious and breathing is definitely going to be arrested, interrogated. So we're going to find out a lot of stuff here. Let's see what happens. If it's IRGC related, I don't see any way that President Trump could possibly back down after that. They tried to kill his daughter. They just tried to kill him multiple times. Man, what a world, by the way. These events is just back to back to back. 2026 has been insane. We're only 5 months in. Dom Dividend with a good point. Stock market is closed on Monday. It's because in the United States we have Memorial Day, which is used to honor the fallen of the military, and that makes it a holiday, which is stock market closed.
Do you want to tell people why that's important when it comes to the situation with Iran?
So it's largely believed that if war happens while the stock market is open, that people will start panicking and selling. And so war usually has begun on a weekend. The administration has used that as a way to stabilize the stock market. And as a result, we have seen the S&P 500 at all-time highs.
Right. Something I want to address. Texas is saying a protest cannot attack a country because their family member was targeted. True, Texas, but we're not saying that would be the official reasoning. Like the reason why people are saying President Trump will do about something about that, it's not like it could still impact your decision making without you actually officially saying that, right? I mean, it would impact my decision making, honestly, and I don't know. That's the way we're thinking about it. But you are correct.
All right, another update. So, okay, I would love to show you guys the clips that are coming out on the White House shooting, but I don't want to show guns. And I will give you guys an update, though. Another update. Kash Patel, the director of the FBI, is on the scene, and the shooters have been neutralized. We'll say that.
My God, among all of this stuff, we get this as well.
Yeah, what a day. We're going to break all this news down for you guys live.
Wait, I have some updates.
Okay.
Okay. Let me. Okay, so Israel Channel 12 News, citing an Israeli official, reported on Saturday, well, right now, I mean, reported that U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff is seeking an agreement at any cost and is exerting pressure on Donald Trump not to resume military action. So this is according to Israel Channel 12 News. Okay. And then Israel Channel 14, Iran correspondent, said that that one was from 33 minutes ago. And then we have update from 24 minutes ago. Israel Channel 14, Iran correspondent, said that negotiations appear to be moving towards an agreement, but remain pending approval from Mujtaba Khamenei, who has not yet signed off. So that was 24 minutes ago. And 18 minutes ago, as Ali just said, Cash Patel, director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, said the FBI is on the scene supporting the Secret Service after reports of shots fired near White House grounds, adding that authorities will update the public as more information becomes available. So that was 18 minutes ago. And then we had 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago, let me see if this is actually run. Yep. Alex Marquar, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's last name, reported that a U.S. proposal to Iran outlines phased sanction relief, oil export waivers, and reconstruction fund under what the fuck? Reconstruction fund under a memorandum of understanding that would defer major disputes, including nuclear enrichment, to later talks toward a final deal. President Trump, and here's a quote from a White House official responding to the report, saying President Trump has made his red lines in negotiations clear. Iran can never have a nuclear weapon, and they must turn over their enriched uranium. Wow, they're still okay. They're still insistent on the enriched uranium. Any agreement must contain these items because the president will only accept a deal that puts America first, a White House official said, responding to the report.
Yes.
So these are the updates.
Yes. And we also have a statement from Said Hossein-Najad.
Mm.
Okay, there we go. All right. A little bit of text here. I'm just going to read it for you guys and summarize it. So, Said Hossein-Najad, right-hand man of Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, saying, according to the Iranian and Arab sources, Trump agreed to compensate the IRGC, releasing $6 billion, lift sanctions, remove all American forces, lift the blockade, ceasefire everywhere, including Lebanon, open the Strait of Hormuz, with the strait remaining under IRGC control, negotiate over the other issues with no hard deadline. This is what the IRGC is claiming. So according to Iranian Arab sources. How ridiculous does that happen, guys? Like how ridiculous does that sound?
Okay, I think the video of the shooting has no gun in it, so I think we could show it.
Okay.
Again, let's show our hands. YouTube, we are not holding any guns.
I'm not holding any guns.
Let's remove this. So this is breaking shots fired just outside the White House. Multiple reports are saying they heard 30 shots. Press has been rushed into the press briefing room by Secret Service. White House now on lockdown. Counter snipers on rooftop. Pray for President Trump. So let me actually make sure there's no guns being seen here.
Wait.
Yep, no guns.
InServer just said, InServer, by the way, this guy told me to butt up my shirt the other day. Bro, there are gun channels on YouTube. What are you doing? Well,
Bro, no,
that's
no,
what I'm
wait, let me
saying.
respond to him. No, let me respond to him. Bro, we were, whatever gun channels are out there on YouTube, we were just removed, were taken, the ability to stream was taken from Ali in front of you guys while we were showing guns. Like, did you not see that? And also, bro, you think YouTube is consistent with their policies? So I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't you see that Ali? Didn't you just see? Didn't you? Weren't you here when Ali lost his streaming ability for showing some guns?
Yeah. I was showing the
Yeah.
IRGC arming children with rifles, and I did the whole thing. My hands are here. I'm not, all of that. And YouTube AI still thought I was not only holding
Yeah.
a gun, but teaching people how to use it. I got banned for 24
Yeah.
hours. And they didn't tell me anything.
Yeah.
There was no human that I could talk to. My appeal was automatically rejected by AI. Twitter and YouTube support never got back to me.
Yeah, and Goldie. And Goldie
Yeah,
too.
and it happened to Goldie too.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't see any guns here, so I think we could play this.
Yeah.
This just happened at the White House.
Yeah, so that video on the right happened first, and then the image on the bottom left, where there's the Secret Service on the rooftop of the White House came out. Then they started patrolling, secured the perimeter of the White House, and they didn't see any shooters. So then they started expanding, more law enforcement arrived, and they found out that it was like a street or two away from the White House. I think it's coming out now that there was one shooter, but there's someone else who's shot. So I think they shot the shooter, and he is now not breathing. The other guy who's shot is breathing. So we'll actually find out what really happened soon, but that's all we know so far.
Guys, and that's the original audio. Somebody is complaining about the audio. That's the audio from the video. I can't help with that. All right. So, by the way, guys, we got 45 super chats. Like, holy hell! Thank you, guys. That's crazy. That's not normal for us, but thank you. Okay, what's next? Oh, that's a good question. The next super chat. Look at the next super chat. That is a very good question. What do you think about that? Because it's a good question because people are asking about it a lot.
Catchy electro music says, "Do you think World Cup affects Trump's decision?" No.
What do you think, Ali? Because there's no impact, right?
I don't think so. Yeah, what do you think?
No, yeah, I can't think of a way that it would affect his decision making, but it was like, because so many people have been asking that, I was thinking of like maybe somebody could introduce a way that I haven't considered, but I can't think of a way. But so many people are asking that, so I don't know.
I mean, the World Cup's in the United States, in Canada and Mexico. I mean, it's not like it's was 2022 in Qatar? I don't know. It's not like that. All right.
Okay.
We have Amir the Cricket says 3. I think he was voting for the poll about the boom booms being soon.
Oh, and that was the vote saying, yeah, it will be happening soon. Okay. Thank you, Amir. Thank you for the super chat.
Deb for Freedom says, "I believe Trump will make this a memorable Memorial Day." Yeah, one way or another, right? I mean, if this deal happens on Memorial Day, what a way. Or boom booms, yeah, we'll see. Let's see what happens, guys. Remember, we're waiting to see what people are going to say. What is the IRGC going to say? What is Trump going to say? What is Crown Prince Rosabali going to say? And then we have Sherry. Hey, ready for super chats for Addy. No offense to Armin. Lol. Armin, do you take any offense?
I mean, I've been trying to get Ali's channel monetized so that he could get super chats. That's what the whole point of me constantly telling you guys. I mean, I know it's a joke. Why am I taking it seriously? I'm actually very offended. Okay, let's go with the joke. Okay. Thank you, Sherry. You're always
Thank you,
very
Sherry.
supportive. Thank you. Yes.
Lior said 30 out of 10. And this might have
Yes.
been like 30 minutes ago. So
Yes.
triple goal, triple goal word
World's
score.
word, yeah.
Hat trick.
she always has the best. She counts the super chats, but she also, like, when we hit the milestone, she has these best descriptions for it.
Thank you, Lior.
Yeah.
Right.
I can pick up from here.
Okay.
From the super chat. Okay. You can look at the news. Okay. Thank you, Ali, for doing that.
Yeah, no problem.
And then we have Mark of Reality saying, who is speaking for the Iranian in this deal?
It's a good point.
I really appreciate you asking that, Mark. I really appreciate you asking, because there is nobody. And the reason why there's nobody speaking for us is because it's easy to. Obviously, we appreciate President Trump caring for the Iranian people more than any other, like, non-Iranian in recent days. And we also appreciate Prime Minister Netanyahu for years showing care for the Iranian people. Like, Iranian people would never forget that. Okay. But obviously, President Trump is and should be America first, and Prime Minister Netanyahu should and is Israel first, as they should be, right? And we Iranian people don't have anybody in this negotiation that is just for the Iranian people, like focused on Iran first for the Iranian people. We don't have anybody. We have Prince Reza Pahlavi as our leader of our revolution and the voice of the Iranian people, but obviously, like, he's not part of the negotiation. Like, he's not active participant in the deal. That means the Iranian people's representative is not part of the deal. And the reason why that happens is because the Iranian people are not armed. I'm pretty sure that we would be part of a deal, part of the negotiating delegation from the Iranian people's side, because they would have to negotiate with the Iranian people as well. This is just the nature of not being armed. It's easy to get ignored when you're not armed.
Yeah. Another update. So apparently we have now found out what happened. We don't know why it happened. So the shooter, one gunman, was a couple streets away from the White House, raised a pistol, and shot at least 3 bullets before the Secret Service obliterated him. One civilian was struck. So yeah, looks like he was made into Swiss cheese. All right. Next one is from Jean. Says, Armin, you are a great supporter for fellow YouTube creators. Yeah, I agree. Take it from me. Also, Armin's army, okay? We're creating a whole army to fight for freedom and liberty, which is why this channel is called Liberty Politics. It's just the beginning, guys. We're gonna become so strong that, like what he was saying, we will not be armed, but we will be so strong that they can't ignore us, and we'll have our own weight and say on things.
Oh, thank you. By the way, let me tell you that what we're trying to do with Liberty Politics is to make it an incubator for people who are fighting for liberty. Like, as Liberty Politics grows, so Ali is the first. Ali is the first, right?
The
And then
guinea
Ali
pig.
and I. Well, no, no. Then you're gonna be helping me with the third, and then the three of us will be helping each other with the fourth, right? So like this is how it works, right? And each so we have Liberty Politics as the home base operation, but each one of these people will have their own channel, and the Liberty Politics as the base will keep supporting their channels and grow them. They will come on Liberty Politics, but also be on their own channel. And together we will grow Liberty Politics, and Liberty Politics will grow their channels individually. So, and we look at liberty minded people, and this way we will raise an army. Yes, arming the people. Okay. Yes, so that's the plan here. What do you guys think about the plan?
I think it's a good plan.
Yeah, it's working so far with Ali.
Yeah.
So there you go. Okay, I'll pick it up from here. Sorry. You keep an eye on the news, right? I'll keep an eye on the chat. Lord is saying regime aggressors often. Regime aggressors often. This isn't over at all. That's actually a very good point, because people are saying, "Will we have a deal?" I mean, try it. Would the IRGC allow it? Like, would all segments of IRGC allow it? I mean, one way or another, it's really hard to keep all of IRGC in line. So it would be interesting to see if there's even a way to keep the IRGC stopping their aggression. I mean, at some point they're going to come and violate their ceasefire or violate whatever deal they come up with. That's a good point. That's a good point. And Lord, his name is John, so let me call him John. John is saying, what is that?
Let me see. Estelina is saying, I did hear at Boston Tizaharat.
I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
Tezaharat. I think he's trying to say
Tazahorat?
Like Tazahorat. Estelina.
Okay, I don't know what that means. But thank you, John. And then we have Mark of Reality saying, how are the Abraham Accord members going to take this? Israel, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar. I mean, those countries are not part of the Abrahamic Accord. Like Israel, like Saudi Arabia is not part of the Abrahamic Accord yet. Qatar definitely isn't. Okay, Israel, Saudi, UAE, Qatar are fairly powerful, and they're not going to put up with IRGC run amok for very long. They want regime change. Okay, Qatar does not want regime change. Okay, UAE, Saudi, and Israel would love regime change, but Saudi is a little more afraid than UAE and Israel. They don't want to. They can't tolerate. The most aggressive countries in this list are Israel and UAE. Okay, Saudi Arabia would be middle, and Qatar is definitely not for regime change, not at all. In fact, they have been one of the main countries trying to stop a regime change. And again, remember, from all the countries that you mentioned here, only the UAE and Israel are part of the Abraham Accord. Saudi Arabia has made normalization of ties with relationship with Israel conditional on the recognition of the state of Palestine, which is fuck no. So Saudi is not part of the Abraham Accord. And saying they want regime change. I mean, the thing is that as influential as these countries are, at the end of the day, Trump is going to do what Trump wants to do, right? There is that. But I think the influence of UAE and Israel and United States is more towards regime change, except maybe UAE has to take into account that war, if it escalates, they don't have enough defense as much as Israel has, so they have to worry about that. Saudi wants regime change, but they're terrified about what the Islamic Republic could do to them if the war escalates. And also I mentioned already about Qatar. And then Sherry with the super chat saying, I had a great discussion with friends today. They are actually interested and listening and learning and supportive. Made me cry a little. No, Sherry, you're always, I really appreciate your continued support over all of these days. Thank you, Sherry. And then Monica is saying he did this before the first boom booms, remember? And when he does this, IRGC starts freaking out, killing each other, and we've always had what snipers? Snipers on the roof. He did this before the first bomb. What? Oh, okay. So actually, this happened twice. Once before Operation Midnight Hammer in June 2025. We were in the middle of saying there's a deal, and then there was bombardments. And then once right before Operation Epic Fury in February, saying that the deal is closed, and then we had bombardments. So this is twice. And thank you, Monica, for the super chat. And John is saying, Sag Khuba Aziz, Dust is insan. I had no idea if that's like I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Sag خوبه عزیز دوست.
Sag Khube Aziz,
Sag
Dust.
خوبه.
Oh, I think you're saying dogs are best friends of humanity. But it doesn't. Yeah, I think so. Dogs are a man's best friend. I think it's.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then we have Mark of Reality with a super chat saying, "I agree with the new guy. 2026 has been insane."
The new guy.
I think you're the new guy.
I am the new guy. I like that. We should just be like the new guy.
Yes. Oh my god, the new guy. All right, Mark approves of the new guy. And Shay, thank you for the super sticker. And then Shay also with the super chat saying, please read Saeed Qasim Nishad's recent tweet. We were actually keeping an eye on that.
All right, I'll bring it up right now.
Okay. Ali loves to go to Saeed Qasim Nishad because he respects him. I do respect him too. He's good. Yeah.
All right. So in response to this tweet, which says an agreement will be reached in the coming days where Iran will open the Strait of Hormuz without charging any fees. The US will not transfer any money to Iran. And another 60 days of negotiations will happen to discuss nuclear issues. Sanctions will still stay, except for some of the oil ones. And Lebanon will also be part of the ceasefire. Saeed Qasim Najad responds to that by saying, the administration will ask Qatar and Oman to transfer the money. The oil sanction is the only sanction that has been enforced at any point during the Trump administration. So basically, he's saying that the oil sanction has been the most important sanction that Trump has always kept in effect on the IRGC. And it's highly unlikely that he's going to lift that, which is what the other person was saying. And then he's saying, okay, well, if you want to transfer any money to the IRGC, then do you think Qatar and Oman are going to transfer that money? Because I think he's thinking that the UAE and other countries wouldn't. What do you think?
We'll go back to the original. According to my sources, an agreement will be reached in the coming days. Iran will open the Strait of Hormuz without charging any fees. The United States will not transfer any money to Iran at all. Another 60 days for negotiations regarding the nuclear issue. So, yeah, Nara was saying in the chat that in 60 days, the Iranian people are going to starve. The sanctions will remain in place except for some easing of oil-related sanctions. Lebanon will also be part of the agreement. I mean, how could Lebanon be part of the agreement? Like, how are we going to force Israel? Like, are we going to basically force Israel to not attack Hezbollah, even though they need to for their own national security?
You know what is really annoying is that this right here is what the Islamic Republic is saying that they will agree to. And people are making it sound like that the agreement has already been reached by both sides. It's really annoying me.
This none of this makes any sense. If like you know, this would be, we'll see. Again, we have to wait and see. And then we'll go back to what Saeed Qasim Rashid said. Administration will ask Qatar and Oman to transfer the money. The oil sanction is the only sanction that has been enforced at any point during the Trump administration. Wait, what is he pointing out here? Like, what money is he talking about? I didn't see anything in the original post talking about money being transferred. What is he referring to?
When he says the United States will not transfer any money, the Islamic republics want some of their frozen assets to be freed up.
Well, that's not going to happen. So who cares
Yeah.
about who's going to transfer the money?
And that person, Dror Balazada, was saying that the U.S. isn't going to transfer the frozen assets, meaning another country would. And he's saying, would Qatar and Oman do it?
Oh,
because
wait, so I misread. I misread Dror's original post. Go back to it a little bit lower. Okay. No, I don't think anybody. I think they're saying nobody is going to transfer any money.
This is just such a disingenuous post by this person. It's so stupid because is that channel 14? It's channel 14. They're in big trouble. They had a leak, but yeah. So the IRGC wants billions freed up of their frozen assets. This guy's saying that the U.S. won't do it, which means another like country will. And inside Ghassanajad means that, okay, well, all of the Persian Gulf Arab countries are on the side of the U.S. So if the U.S. won't do it, then maybe they won't either. So who will? Qatar and Oman? They're on the side of they're kind of more on the side of the IRGC. That's how I'm interpreting it.
I don't get it though. Yeah. Also, somebody is pointing that in the chat, which is a good point. In 60 days, we would be halfway to the midterms. That's a good point as well. So let's go. Okay, I'm going to keep doing the super chats. And we're saying, LOL, imagine the last term for the last term for the deal would be for Mushtaba to sign it while he's dead. would be would be a way to 90D chess the Mr. Trump. Okay. Yes. Get Mushtaba to agree to this. Yeah. We'll see. I think whether Mushtaba can sign or not, there are people who are acting on his behalf, and if he's supposed to sign it and he can't, those will be the people. It will be the Beta Rahbari that will sign on his behalf. Dominic is saying, let's break the record, folks. 9 more. Guys, yeah, it's getting crazy. We're getting so close to our all-time high records of super chats. It's really crazy. Thank you. We're at 58. Well, never mind, 59. Yeah, one more. And we're going to be at 60 all-time record high super chats in one live stream.
Jeffrey's in the chat. Hey, Jeffrey.
Oh, wait, Jeffrey. Where's Jeffrey?
Bring him up. Shoot, I just scrolled past it. There it is.
Oh, Jeffrey, that's Jeffrey. But can I tell Jeffrey what we discussed?
Yeah.
Can I say? Okay, so Jeffrey, if you are free at any time, okay, if you're free, obviously, Ali's segment where I'm not there, he's going to invite you as a guest, if you have time, okay, and he's going to ask you questions, okay, because a lot more people wanted to hear from you in our show, so you and Ali could arrange that together if it's possible. Okay. All right. So let's go to this one. Yeah, this was Jeffrey. That's the next super chat. Thank you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey's saying, I have a hard time believing this is real. There you go. Okay, Jeffrey's confirming that this is hard. Like, okay, so me having a hard time believing this is real, and Ali also is now being confirmed by Jeffrey that it's hard to believe this. Not impossible, obviously, but hard to believe this deal, the so-called deal. Saying, regardless, this is why What is this? Track 2 material support in support of Iranian resistance strategy is crucial. Oh, okay. I think he's saying we should arm the Iranian people. I think that's what
Yeah.
that translates to.
Yeah, track 2
Okay.
material support just means like guns, rifles, stuff like that.
Yes. So yeah, if you ever bring Jeffrey on, if when he speaks like this, pause a little bit. You translate to our audience, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, just like Jeffrey will speak like all military vocabulary, so you need to be like, okay, I need to translate to our audience, okay? And then you translate and then continue. Okay, and then we have Dapper cursing the Safavid dynasty again, which I completely endorse. Dapper saying curse upon the Safavids. This is the fourth time he's saying this. I like this trend. I like this trend, and I'm completely behind it. Let's go all the way to as many curses as it takes. I wonder how high we're gonna get. So we're
Also,
at 4 now. Yeah.
Where's that profile picture? Is that a movie or a TV show? I don't know. Let us know. But yeah, sorry, go on.
Guys, don't believe the tracker. We don't believe the YouTube tracker. The YouTube tracker is broken for some reason. We have our own tracker, which is Lior, confirming that we got to 60 super chats, which is our all-time high for this
Sheesh.
channel. Oh my god! Thank you, Lior, for keeping count. And then we have here Ali. Congrats for passing 1,000 subscribers. Can't wait to super chat on your channel. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then we have Roman Cabbage saying, I hope majority is right, but we suck at predictions.
That's funny.
To be fair to Roman Cabbage, so far the the polls have not been very accurate, right? So that's maybe this will be the first time. Hopefully, this will be the first time. Yeah. And then we went from Roman Cabbage to Roman Vikings saying at chat bepish until we break the record. Okay, you guys did. You guys already broke the record. Thank you. And then we have Sarah saying this time next year when Iran is free, we'll be laughing about how this time last year we were all losing our minds. All this drama is very Iranian. Sarah, I hope you're right. I mean, I can never be sure, but whether it is this time next year or this time 10 years from now, I don't know. 5 years, 10 years, 1 year. All I know is that I will be me, you, Ali, everyone else here in the chat will be fighting until it's over. I don't know when it's over. Yeah.
If you're right, I'll be laughing.
Yes. But that's all I know. All I know is that we're not going to give up. If it takes longer than we want it to, we're not going to give up. That's all I know. I don't know anything else about the timing. And thank you, Sarah. And Sherry saying, Armin, you know better than to take me seriously. Shame on you. Go refill your tea. I still have tea. Okay. You see, I'm going to take you very seriously right now. Okay. I brought 2 cups this time. I usually run out of tea by this time in the show, but this time I was prepared. I came with 2 cups. And thank you, Sherry. Me taking your joke seriously is my way of, it's my version of a joke. I know it's not very funny, but it is what it is. And thank you, Sherry. And Roman Viking is saying we hold all the cards 52. Yes, and Leo, when we got to 52, Leo was saying decks of cards. Exactly. See, Leo always counts it with with a funny caption. Lord is saying, "Oh Khoda, you mean like K-pop army?" No, not at all like K-pop army. The army is not at all, not even remotely close to the K-pop army. And Saber Coaching saying wanted to give Ali his first, but can't yet. Javid Shah, soon we
Soon.
will have soon.
Thank you, Saber.
Thank you, Saber. Amir gifted 10. Amir, the official Santa Claus of our channel, always coming here with gifts, gifting 10 memberships to the people in the chat. Thank you, Amir. And then we had Ramian. I don't know. Ramian. I'm just going to say Ramian. Saying, all my love and best wishes to the Iranian people for a bright future. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully, we get there sooner rather than later. And John is saying, I mean, mi jangi, mi mirim, Irano pas mi girim. I love that chance. We will fight, we will die, we will take back Iran.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
Yeah, love that chant. And then we had Jeffrey saying, regardless of what happens, brave Iranian people showed there is no connection between Iranian people and mullahs occupying Iran. Free people of Iran, the world are with you. You will never be alone again. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. I really appreciate your support. Like seriously, Jeffrey, it really means a lot that you have been by our side all of this time. Like, we'll never forget that. And
Thank
you
you so
make
much,
us
Jeffrey.
feel, yeah, you make us feel much less alone. So thank you for that. Also, hopefully soon the Iranian people don't have to show the world that there's a difference between the Iranian people and the mullahs, because there will be no mullahs. That's the goal. That distinction will be unnecessary. We will get there. Amir is saying thumbs down to channel 14. Apparently, channel 14 cannot be relied, according to some my Israeli friends. Thank you, Amir, for reminding us of that. Monica is saying our White House has always had snipers on the roof. Yes, as it should. Glad that they're do that. And Shazmi is saying, "Boom, boom soon. Trump has no choice. A bad deal will be worse for the midterms than no deal." That's actually a very good point. A bad deal would basically demonstrate that Trump has lost, and it would be way worse for him in the midterms than military operations. If they're concerned about the midterms, military operations would be far less damaging to the results of the midterm than basically losing, like a demonstration that President Trump lost, right? David saying, stay strong. Javid Shah from Israel. I'm Israel Chai from two Iranians. And thank you, David, by the way. And then we have Rory. Rory is saying, congratulations, Ali. Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, so this person's from Scotland. I'm going to try and do my Scottish impression
in
front of 1,500 people. Okay. Congratulations, Ali Laddie and Armin. Do what you do best, being funny. Love from Auchinleck in Scotland.
I didn't know you could do that. How did you do
that?
Oh
my soccer coach growing up was Scottish, so I like.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wait, can you do it again?
No.
Oh my god! That was perfect. Oh my god, that was so good.
Rory, was that? Rory's gonna. I know what Rory's gonna say. It's gonna be like, that was shite.
Oh, it's shite. Oh my god, Ali. Thank you for lifting our mood. Thank you. Oh my god, that was so good. Okay. Wow, that was so good. I hope is he still here? I hope he saw this.
Yeah, I want to wait to see if he says something.
Oh my god, where are you? Are you here? Did you see that? Oh my god, I hope he's still here. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. That was so good. All right, Seth saying hard to take a longer view when seemingly bad news comes out. Yep. But regime has no long-term path. Hope is a fair win. Wait. Consay. Wait. Con is rooted
conscience.
What is that? Conscience is rooted bepish. What do you mean by that?
Like conscious is a rudder, as in the rudder steers the ship. Yeah.
What does that mean?
It steers the ship. Conscious
Conscious.
steers you. It's your,
Oh, conscious
it's
is
your
a vital
compass.
moral compass that steers your life. Is that a common saying? I've never heard that before.
I had never heard it, but I like it.
I like it. Wow, that's beautiful. Conscious is a rudder. Conscious is a okay. That's beautiful. Thank you for that. All right. Was he here? Was Rory here?
I didn't see his response,
Oh
but
no.
maybe
I
he
hope he
watches it
missed.
back.
That was poetic. Amir saying I like it too. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. What does that mean? Thank you, Dominic. Dominic, you're at 64. Look at this. Lior is saying 64, Nintendo 64, energy unlocked. How do you think of things that are related to every number, Lior? You're so good at this. How do you do that? And yes, Dato is saying 64. Wow.
Wow.
Guys, the maximum that we had was 50 something last time, and now we're at 64. That's crazy. My God. I think blowing in the wind like fading away. Do we have any updates?
Yes. All right. So in Texas, New Caney, Texas, there was an active shooting where multiple people have been shot, and law enforcement is trying to bring a situation under control. Only reporting that because that comes moments after the White House shooting, and we don't know if they are connected yet or not. But no, that's it. That's all. People are just like, everyone is on fire talking about the deal, the potential deal that can be made. Oh, actually, you know what Farce News is saying, the IRGC affiliated media? They're saying that the US told the IRGC to not pay attention to Trump's Truth Social post, and that the Truth Social post that Donald Trump just posted was just meant for domestic Americans. And Trump wanted the IRGC to ignore it. That's what the IRGC media is saying.
Yeah, let me read that.
Here, I'll bring it up.
So,
oh, you got it?
No, you bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you zoom in? Okay, the IRGC affiliated Fars news agency reported on Saturday that during indirect exchanges between Iran and the United States, American officials and mediators privately told Tehran not to pay attention to Donald Trump's public posts, including on Truth Social, suggesting they are aimed mainly at domestic audience. Isn't that projection? That's projection, I think.
It's just so ridiculous.
It's basically what they do. This is, guys, I think this is projection. This is what they tell the Americans. This is what they tell the Americans. I think, like, according to the report, U.S. messages to Iran framed Trump's public rhetoric as distinct from his negotiating position, which it described as completely different behind closed doors, while adding that discussions underway are more pragmatic than the public escalation tone. This is absolute 100% projection. This is exactly what they told President Trump, and now they're reporting that that's what President Trump told us. I'm so sure that this is basically them repeating what they say to President Trump as President Trump's statement to them.
They did it right after Midnight Hammer. Like, hey, we're going to bomb that base right there at this time.
Guys, I know this because they do this all the time. Like I've seen so many examples of this. Okay, let's look at this. So when we got to 65, Roman Viking saying, "Will we read liberty literatures in the group?" I want to do that, but I think that would be too nerdy, and I don't know if anybody would like that. But I would fucking love that. Like I would love, maybe not, we'll see. Like I want to go get, maybe in our discussion group we will have a segment that would be for getting very philosophical, right? And only people who want to get nerdy will join that segment. We could do that. Would join. Steph is saying Liberty Politics Book Club would join. We will have a segment specifically for that, only for the nerdiest people to join. I like this idea, by the way. If I was hoping there's demand for this. Liberty Politics Book Club. Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah, we will have a book club event in our calendar. So here, if you join our discussion group here, let me bring this up. So so this is our discussion group. Again, let me put the link in the chat for people who want to join. Also, you could scan the QR code at the top left to join, right? If we go to the calendar section, these are all our group calls, right? Right now, most of the day, like we have many group calls, but what I want to do is I want to have more group calls. Like I want to fill the calendar with so many more group calls, right? So we could have a segment like once every week that will be specifically for reading liberty related literature. Right now, we already have a lot of group calls, but they're not as nerdy as that. It's just discussing like political news and recent events and politics related topics. But yeah, we will have more advanced events at some point. It's a great idea. Great idea. Thank you for that. Oh my God, look at this. So when we had 65, this is so funny. Lior said, 65, can I retire now? Okay, great.
That's funny.
Good, great. That's funny. That's really good. And then Amir said, got us to 66. And I was waiting for what Lior would say for 66. So Amir saying, YouTube fix the fucking counter. Lior here is working harder than a Mexican employee. I mean, honestly, I don't want it to get fixed. Lior's super counter is so superior than YouTube. You know what? This is the counter breaking is the best thing that has happened to our channel, right? Like, you know, we don't get stuff like this. And look at this. We got to 66 and Lior is saying Route 66. So I was like,
I actually knew she was going to say that. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
That's pretty good. And then John got us to 67 with a super chat. And thank you, John, saying, I've been seeing lots of Farbahars lately. Very cool. Okay, that's very cool. Love that. That means you're hanging out with a lot of Iranians. That's what that means. And I was wondering what would Lior would say for 67, and obviously 67 Gen Z. There you go.
It's like more like Gen A though. That's like below. I'm Gen Z. That's like below me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good job, Lior. That's awesome. Yeah. Good one. Okay, so any other updates before we go?
No, that's everything.
That's everything.
That is everything for today.
Oh, I have one update. Okay, one update from Iran International from the Persian side. So Senator Roger Wicker, chairman of the U.S. Senate Armed Services Committee, wrote on X Okay, we could actually just go find what he said, but let me just read it here. A 60-day ceasefire, assuming good faith on the part of the Islamic Republic, would be a disaster and would undo the achievements of Operations Epic Fury. I think the translation is wrong here. Wicker also wrote on X yesterday, we must finish the. Well, let's actually go to his X account. Read it directly. Senator Roger Wicker here. He said the rumor. Here, let's zoom in. The rumored 60-day ceasefire with the belief that Iran will ever engage in good faith, okay, that's a better translation, would be a disaster. Everything accomplished by Operation Epic Fury would be for naught. So that's the last update. Oh, we also got. Oh yeah, I already did that one. So, all right, guys. Those are the updates. And now we know we were wondering if between Ali getting 1,000 subscribers or military operation starting, which will we get first? Apparently, Ali getting to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah. We did it. I didn't think it was gonna happen this fast. I'm still, yeah. Thank you guys.
Wait, what number are we at with super chat? 67? Oh yeah, 67. Guys, we were 2 away from 69, and I wanted I wonder, I wonder what Leo would have came up with for 69. But I guess we will never know. Oh wait, we might know. Here, I got a super sticker for 68. Okay, so for 68 saying sorry, got nothing. Okay. And let's 68 is Remy. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you, Remy. It's okay. 68 is like I can't think of anything for 68. Yeah. We are just look at this another saying we are all excited for 69. Will we see a 69? Oh, Ali, are you coming on later? We're gonna go live later. Oh, there you go.
I wasn't planning to, unless something happens.
No.
I wasn't planning
No,
to.
you don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay, we got. Okay, look at this. Oh my God, Leo, you're a genius. You're a genius. Nare, love you. Nara is saying, I want to be 69. There you go. Nara is 69. And Leo is saying, 69. Everybody is suddenly 12. Good one. Okay. And then we got to 70. Jesus Christ, breaking a record.
What?
And 71. And then 72.
73.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What the hell?
74.
Whoa, guys, what are you doing? Thank you. Okay, let me read them. Sarah, thank you so much. And then Amir, thank you so much. In server, nice. Thank you so much. Remy with the super sticker, thank you so much. And then Sherry with another super chat saying, Bepish Javi Shah. Holy crap. I don't even know at what number we are at. 73, 74. So we need to laugh. Yes, we do.
We broke
Oh
me.
my God. Lior even can't keep count. You broke me. Okay, I even out of order. Look at this, out of order. Okay, it's okay, guys. Let's leave so we can give everybody a break. Okay,
Yeah.
Leo, thank you so much. You make it so much fun. And guys, thank you so much for the generous support. Like it's crazy. We got like to 74. Like what? I don't even know what number we are at anymore. Thank you. All right, let's end the stream before people get like guys. By the way, we do genuinely appreciate the support. But for everybody who doesn't support us financially, you don't need to. You can support us by liking the stream, subscribing, hitting the bell notification, leaving a comment. Those are very, very helpful. Okay. So thank you for everybody. Also, for genuinely thank you for everybody who gave us financial support. It really makes us able to cancel what we are other things we're doing and focus on this. But also thank you to everybody that just gave a like. That's also very helpful. Thank you so much. And yep, hopefully we have some good news for you tomorrow. And until then, Amizrachai, Slava Ukrainian, Long Live America,
America, Javicha,
Jarvicha,
Payandeira.
Payandeira.
Thank you guys.
See you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys. See you guys tomorrow.